Hi, I'm Kevin Spiteri, and I love it when people send in questions and ask a lot of questions, because if I can answer those questions and add a ton of value, then I'm really happy. And so the question I want to answer today is somebody asked, when should I have sales? That really depends on your business and the product or service that it is that you're offering. It makes sense to run promotions at various times of the year, depending on how that applies or is relevant to your clients or to your products or service and your potential customers. So great, in the e-commerce space, for instance, pretty much anybody that's selling online is making the most of Black Friday right now. So December 13th. Is a very popular time where people tend to do heaps of campaigns. They go all in on their digital ads, really trying to get a share of the market. For people that have this disposition to wanting to purchase, Black Friday's become a really big thing, a really big event, sales event, and so that's become really popular. Then you need to look at other times of the year, other seasonal influences that might be relevant. Retail is a great example of their structuring of their campaigns and their promotions. They've been doing it for generations, and they are really clear on what tends to work and what doesn't. If you're in the services industry rather than, say, the products industry, I would think really carefully about what is really relevant to your team, what's really relevant to your business and your customer, and then ascertain whether a promotion is ideal. So a great example, if you are a marketing agency like ours, and you've got a digital business, a digital service business, you might find that coming into the end of year, people needing to invest their budgets a bit differently. That might be a time where you might say, well, okay, here's a particular offer that we can offer for this time leading up to that. Great way to do a push towards the end of the financial year, and then create some impulse, I guess you could say, and some intent for purchase. If you're a restaurant, however, there's many seasonal influences that would influence what those cycles look like. So that typically, or most restaurants will find typically during the summer months, is when more people are out and about, they're frequenting the restaurants, there's usually more to choose from, extended hours, all that sort of stuff. But then coming into winter, how do you keep bringing them in? What do you bring them in for? Why would they come through that period? That's where you might focus on things like birthdays, on anniversaries, on parties, things where people will get out and travel for rather than just the typical experience, as an example. So to sum things up, really depends on your customers, really depends on what's important to them. It really depends on what you do as a business, whether you're a product-based, service-based, e-commerce-based, physical retail-based, and all those things and the times of year that would impact those campaigns or those sales promotions will depend on all of those things. So if you've got any more questions about that, I'd love to answer that in a little bit more detail, but hopefully that sort of helps sum things up as to how you can make the most of those promotions, of those campaigns, and when you should put things on sale. It needs to be relevant, it needs to be something that's of value to your customer, and I think if you get that bit right, then you'll see success with those promotions.